Nice to meet you. First of all, how did you approach your character and his construction, given that in the film he has a more secondary presence and here is much more important?
Thank you. Hi, hello. Um, I think that the approach to this character was to watch the movie and see that it was very small, like you said, just one scene and not much, just holding up a martini and saying a couple things about how law school is basically for boring people. And so that meant that I had this whole, character wide open to flesh out. And the writers just did such a beautiful job of of creating a character who is loves his wife and daughter and is this Bel Air Los Angeles plastic surgeon. So he's very surface. um he is into the finer things in life, but then because of what happens to them and the change in their lives and moving to a different city, he really tries to make the best of it. So I just kind of leaned into this positivity, goofiness, that just I think probably comes naturally to me, and just had a lot of fun with the character.
And were you already a fan or familiar with Legally Blonde? Did you feel any pressure or admiration stepping into such a beloved and iconic world?
I think I felt excited to step into this role and to step into this world. I love this movie. I remember seeing it in the theaters. I remember thinking this is a perfect movie. It really is. I mean, it's such a great character who you immediately root for, and I just was so excited to be a part of it. And everything about it has been incredible, from Reese Witherspoon's vision and her guidance to the cast and the designers and all the crew that we work with in Canada. Just everything has just been so wonderful. And here I am now just promoting season one. I can't believe it. We've already shot two seasons, so we're well on our way with this, and I can't wait for people to see it.
Yeah, and how would you describe the relationship between Wyatt and teenage Elle, given that the move to Seattle was caused by one of Wyatt's professional mistakes?
I think that Wyatt is a little embarrassed that he has to explain to his daughter why they're moving, especially at this really critical moment in her life and her social status in high school. The relationship between the father and the daughter. I have a daughter uh, who is 26, and I definitely remember these high school years, that they were not always easy. But the relationship is strong. I'm a proud girl dad. I really love working with Lexi. I feel just as protective of her as I would my kids, and but I don't need to be. She's great. In fact, I'm learning from her, to be honest.
And what was the dynamic with you and Lexi and June in the filming process, especially because you are playing a family under constant pressure throughout all the season?
Yes, we get along great. We're on a group text. We text each other all the time about normal things and just regular life. We've gotten really tight. It's just been so great. And then you add the dog, you get Bruiser in there, and it's a really happy family.
You played the father in The Summer I Turned Pretty and now again in Hell.
Yeah.
What's it like working with this new generation of young actors and in these romantic comedies that are now growing and being so loved by audiences?
I love it. I love working with all these young actors. They're all really great. I'm so impressed. They're all so kind and thoughtful. I don't remember what my generation was like, but I don't. I mean, I think they were fine. But I mean, these guys are just so, man. They work so hard, and they're dealing with so many different things than I did, especially with social media. I know people just say that ad nauseum, but it is true that it is like an added amount of pressure
Yeah.
and immediacy to any criticism. So to have that and be still just keeping your head up and being you know I don't know, resilient, I think is pretty admirable. I love all these guys. I love everybody on the summer cast. I love the L cast. Very different, just complete. I mean, it's funny like how two shows you can really have a different feel. but they're all very kind and wonderful actors.
Thank you so much for your time. It was nice to meet you and
Oh, nice to
congrats for
meet
the
you.
show. It was
Thank
great.
you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.